Movement tips and lifestyle hacks brought to you by FitLabPGH. Movement, a part of making your life complete. FitLabPGH is back with another movement tip and lifestyle hack. Today we're here with something that's probably relatively unusual for most people unless you're a climber. What we see up here above these steps is a climbing board. This is the smaller wooden one from a company called Metolius. They also make a slightly larger one. If I had to do this over again, I'd probably go with the slightly larger one. But I do recommend the wood ones as opposed to the plastic or artificial surfaced ones because those are very, very hard on the fingers. And what we're using this for is not to improve your climbing, but just to help stretch out your back and work on avoiding that constant hunching over. I actually work from home. My home office is to the right of where the camera is. And this gives me a good excuse to stretch out a little bit, work on some mobility every time I go up and down stairs. I'm fortunate I have a contractor in Leader Construction who is very willing when I have an idea to say we can do that, or I can give you some ideas on how you can do that. So what I do with this is I use it a number of ways. The traditional way you think of climbing boards, I'm going to turn away from the camera, is you think about just hanging on them in a pull-up position. I do most of my gripping with this in a chin-up position because the whole idea is to spend some time away from the rounded shoulder, internally rotated glenohumeral joint position that you find yourself in driving, sitting on the computer. So I may do a number of things. I may start just here, just standing, focusing on good posture, and just thinking about a little bit of thoracic extension. So I slump, thoracic extension. I work on keeping my elbows pointing straight ahead. It gives me a good reminder of where the areas of my body, or at least my upper body, are tight. I may progress from that. This is where stairs are nice to put your climbing board, although you can do it any place that you have room. I may progress to going longer. For me, the bottom step, if I can put my feet flat and reach like this, keep my ribs tucked in, not shrug my shoulders, I have some pretty good mobility and I know that I haven't spent too much time on the computer. I may also shrug my shoulders to activate a lot of muscles, hang. I don't do a lot of pull-ups, or in this case with my hands facing this way, chin-ups, because I'm not doing this for strength, I'm doing this to maintain or improve my mobility. So I may do a variety of things like that. I may turn and just hold with one hand. I can lift the leg on the same side that I'm holding and think about reaching and holding on. One of my goals is eventually to be able to hold on one-handed. Not quite there yet. I'm a little stiff, a little weak in the grip. I'll switch and I'll do it on both sides. And what I like doing with a single arm at a time is it reminds me which side is a little stiffer. In my case, I'm left-handed. My left side is always stiffer. Sometimes I do more exercises on my left or my right. If I also know my low back is bothering me because I spent a lot of time standing, I may build on this, grab on, only try this if you're confident in your grip strength, put my feet and work on just doing a little hip hinge. So what this is reminding me, it's reminding me that I want to move from the hip, not the low back. If I want to progress, I can put my feet here. I can turn my butt on and I can work on doing modified chin-ups, not to build strength, but just to make muscles that got very short and very stiff from sitting or standing an opportunity to be activated. Make sure before you try one of these things that you have this securely installed by somebody who's a professional. Maybe have a spotter the first times you try it. And if you have any medical conditions, check out with a physician. This is a movement tip, or actually a lifestyle hack that we use here at FitLabPGH. See you next time. 3 times a week, FitLabPGH brings you a movement tip or lifestyle hack. Thanks to the Pilates Body for providing us a locale for filming.